Well, howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Amateur Artist Mark D. Chandler, once again from Mainland. This here video is going to be how I plan to start a fire as a little bit of practice on this here nice sunshiny day. And the sun's going to be very beneficial to us. Now we still got some wet stuff out here in the yard. It's damp because of the dew. But it's starting to draw off for the most part of it because the sun is coming out. However, in the shady areas, some of your materials you're trying to use to burn is still kind of damp. But we can work with that. I mean, after all, we can keep the fire going in the rain. We ought to be able to do this pretty daggum successfully. Let me show you what I'm gathering here. I'm going to be using some pine straw. Here in the shady areas, next to these pine trees, a good valuable resource for starting a fire is, of course, pine straw. Very good stuff. But this stuff here in the shade, it's got a lot of moisture. You can feel it with your fingers, and let me see if I can't zoom in. I got a point of reference there. There we go. Maybe you could see that moisture all in the pine straw, and it's generally here at the bottom. Not the most ideal stuff here to start a fire with. But if you pick out a spot over here in the sunned area, you can find a lot drier material pretty instantly. And all I do is gently rake my fingers across the top of the surface here, pulling up that pine straw. See, this leaf here is wet. That's usually at the bottom where it's covered and hid. The sun can't get to it. But the stuff here on top, that's pretty dry stuff. This is my technique of starting a fire. Very lightly. Any sticks and twigs that come across, that's very beneficial. Laying on top, they're pretty much dry. Bone, Chris, this is also pine. But that snaps very good. And I'm going to gather some of this right here up and get the fire going. I've taken this pine straw, put it here in the fire pit. I'm going to take me some, this is part of oak here, some actual sticks and place underneath this to kind of raise this up. Because when I get my fire going, I want to make sure I can get this in there fairly quickly. Helps to get oxygen. I'm going to put my smalls on top, not a whole lot. Just enough to kind of weight this down and make sure the wind don't blow my pine straw away. And yep, I can do that. Pretty simple. Got the Altoids tin can out here, and you probably already guessed what I've got inside of it. Yeah, we got charred cloth. This is blue jean material, and most of this right here is the band off the bottom of the jean piece of pants there. Good stuff. I mean, this stuff holds heat for a long time because it's thick and it's like double layered. That is a nice piece of char cloth right there, one of my favorites. So I'm going to use that as my tinder starter, and my ignition source is going to be this here really scratched up piece of Fresnel lens, one I've been carrying around in a wallet. It had a piece of plastic across it to help protect it. Didn't do such a good job. It's pretty scratched up, but I've done a test out here, and with this sunlight right here, it'll start a fire. Alright, I got my piece of charred material here, blue jean material, and we're going to use the Fresnel lens. And the thing is to actually get the Fresnel lens perfectly in that white dot. And just hold it there for just a few seconds, and the more you concentrate, the better it's going to be on that little spot there. That's what's heating your char cloth up, and it's on fire. Not showing up here on camera in the daylight, but trust me, it's there. Now I'm going to place this here in my little improvised bird's nest, which I think is now out of camera view. I got plenty to work with, so let me get this thing set up. Got it all placed in there. Oh, I can't see the camera myself. Let's see here. Maybe I can see myself doing something. Yeah, I'm going to blow this into flame. Yeah. Don't suck the smoke. This smoke is right in my face. It's a bad camera set up. Just gonna wave it around a little bit. It's in my mouth. We got a flame, I think. Well, we had a flame. I can't see for the smoke. This is how I start a fire, but not doing it on camera, because that's a whole different headache. Alright, there's some flame. Get this thing under my little fire here. Get started good. There we go. Yeah, we have smoke. And unfortunately, where there's smoke, there's definitely a lot of smoke in your lungs. Oh man. Yeah. You can tell that stuff is pretty damp, but it works. I'd say I got my fire pretty much established now. Yeah, I'm gonna let this burn down some coals and maybe shoot a couple more cooking videos. Until next time, I'm Char, Mark D. Chandler, once again from Man Land.